Hi everyone, good morning. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. Look at my filthy inky fingers. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I have a small haul that I wanted to share, and I was able to stop from trying to clean my room. And I always take breaks because, you know, I'm a crafter at heart. So, a crafter's got a craft. So I'll take breaks in between organizing and all that to play with, whether it's new products I ordered or products that I've had a while and didn't share with you guys. They're still new because I haven't had a chance to play with them or share them. So one of the things that I got recently, um, or in the past couple months, are these not Carnation Craft, I'm sorry, are the Heartfelt Creation, the Leafy Accents, which are the foliage or the leaves for the roses. So I was able to pick up the shaping mold, which I'll share with you what that looks like. The shaping mold is this. You go ahead and you stamp your image out. You color it in. If you're not familiar with Heartfelt, they have tons of YouTube videos, but most of you probably are. After you cut out your image and paint it, then you would put it in the mold with the ink side down, and you spritz it with a little bit of water, and then you would put the lid on top of it and run it through your Big Shot machine, and that gives it the shape. So this is one of the ones that I bought. I do have a bunch of their rose. They've got different ones. They got the classic rose. They got the leafy accents. They have the flat roses. They have all kinds of rose stamps and dies, but they only have a couple that do have the shaping mold. This being one of them, and the classic rose being another one. So I love roses. So this is one of my favorite ones to buy from them. Anything having to do with a rose. And the other two that I picked up were actually all three of them. I picked them up on eBay. I didn't get them brand new, guys. If the shaping mold is not damaged, that doesn't wear out. So if you find it on eBay or Etsy or somewhere else used, still a good, and you can get it for 10-15 bucks. It's an awesome bargain because that doesn't wear out, and neither do the stamps. So I bought all these used, to be quite honest. I think I ended up paying something like 40 or 45 for all three pieces. And I think normally the shaping mold is like $30 by itself. And anyway, the stamps, they're made very well, the red rubber stamps. So those don't wear out. The only thing that might wear out a little bit in time would be the dies. And here are the dies, and these still work very well. And I might have paid, I think I offered the lady, the seller, $25 for the set, and she took it. So I only paid $25 for the dies and the stamps. And I think normally either the stamps are 29 or the rose or the dies. Not sure. One of them is more than the other. But anyway, I ended up getting a great deal, and this is what they look like. Now, my personal opinion, with this one, I used a blending brush and just did it the way Heartfelt Creations does their flowers. I really couldn't get it very pale because I couldn't find I use archival ink to stamp because I want to make sure that it can resist, like the lines aren't going to fade out because it is resistant to whether you're doing alcohol markers or anything like that. So, but I couldn't find it, so I used just a regular green ink pad, and this is the results by doing it the Heartfelt Creation ways. And they're pretty. They are very pretty, but these were the first ones I made, and I colored these leaves in individually, and my personal opinion is I like these better. But to each their own, and I'll share with you what I used to color that one in. If you don't own any of these, I highly recommend, if you do a lot of flowers, I recommend the green one. If you really like pink, I recommend the pink one, because these are the tri-blends from Spectrum Noir, and they have like this one's in the green family, and I think they have a couple of them, so they go from light to medium to dark, so it's all three in one pen. So let's see, and then you have the second color, and then at the other end you have the darker color. So if you don't own any of these and you do a lot of flowers, I highly recommend getting one of the green ones. I have two different ones, but that's one of them. And then here's the pink one, the same thing. You get the light color, the medium color, and the darker color. So I would highly recommend that you try one of those, because I absolutely love them. I will link these in the description box, because those are my, I'm not really an artist, so I don't really know how to blend colors as far as coloring goes. So I'm not really an artist, but you know that the work is already done for you in those. So I really like those. Another thing I recommend is the archival ink, especially if you're using alcohol markers, because your lines are going to, on your image that you stamped out, are going to stay defined. They're not going to bleed out because of the alcohol markers. So that's another one I recommend. So I'll link this one, because and I'm showing the green ones because I'm doing the leafy colors, and that's one of the basic dyes, stamps, I mean not stamps, that's one of the basic colors in ink, in an ink pad and a blender that I recommend, because most of us love flowers. So that's what that looks like. I picked up, I did get a chance to go to Hobby Lobby, and they were having a sale. The dyes were 40% off. So hubby treated me to some dies, and I'm going to share with you which ones they are. It's this one with the words. This one's very, very pretty. Here are the words. I hope you can see. Let me turn it this way so you can see the whole thing. So this one, and it has happy birthday, wishing, congrats, sending hugs, thank you, for, love, and hello. So those are all words that we use on our cards. And then I picked up this one. Again, I mean, these are pretty pricey, guys, but they were 40% off, so I thought it was a good deal. This one, which is called Radiant Oval. And the reason I bought this one was mostly because of this piece right here, because of the bee die and stamp set that I bought prior to this purchase. And I think that they work well together. And I did make a card, and I'll share it with you in a minute. So that one, I bought this one because these to me look like stained glass, like a stained glass window. So I picked this one up, and there's the image. I think this one's really pretty too. I haven't played with this one yet, so I can't share that with you. And I haven't played with this one either. This is a pretty big one. So that's one of the ones that I bought. And here is the image that they have in the back of the package, so it'll give you a better idea. But they're very pretty, and I haven't gotten a chance to play with these. The bee die that I use, Stampin' Die that I used, this one I hauled recently. I think I already shared this with y'all, but the bee has the roses on the body, and I hadn't had a chance to play with it because I was putting together a piece of furniture for my craft room, and I bought it along that time, so I was busy with that, but I finally got a chance to play with it, and I combined it together with the Spellbinders one. So I'm going to share with you what my card looks like. Look at this pretty card. Look at how well the bee, the roses on the bee match to the roses on this little strip. I love the way they look. What I used to color these in, this is supposed to be like a stained glass, which looks like a watercolor. And I'm glad I remembered. There's one more thing that I picked up. I picked up these colors, and they are by Spectrum Noir. They're glitter water markers, and it's pretty pricey. They're like $51 the set, but they're beautiful. And these are the ones. This is the set that I used. I will link it in the description box. This was a Mother's Day gift as well, so I was very happy to have that. But that is what I use to color in the roses, so and the bee, so it would look like I pieced it, but I didn't. It was the watercolor markers, and they do have a shimmer in them. They are so pretty. The bee, I did the same thing, but the top, I cut it twice. I cut it in white and embossed it in black. And then I cut it again. I embossed it in silver on vellum. And then when you color vellum, you don't color it on top. You do it underneath, and the color will show through when you flip it the right way. So this is the pink in here is actually colored underneath. And then I added some diamond dust to the wings. And the frame right here was a gift from my friend Jacqueline. When she gifted me, usually when she sends me happy mail, whether it be birthday or Christmas, or just because, she sends me a lot of die cuts. And I really appreciate that, because if you have been following me for a little bit, you know that I really don't like die cutting, and I will just cut out the bare minimum for my project. So, she sent me a bunch of these card sets that were not glued together. They were, everything was cut out for me. The base, and then all the layering pieces, the filigree piece. And this actually has another piece that goes to it. It's like a curtain. And this is by Carnation Craft. So you get all these dies in that one die set. Their dies are expensive, but you get a bunch of dies. That's one thing I can say about Carnation Crafts. So anyway, so I added all that, and these little iridescent little blings are the diamond dots from Hobby Lobby. Those are the white ones. I believe they have some that have like an iridescent in them, or that are iridescent color. And then they have some that are pretty, and they're like diamond cut where they shine, but not as much as the ones that are iridescent, but they're all pretty. Here's the word hello from the set I just shared with you. Look at how pretty the font is. So I didn't put nothing in here yet. I haven't added a sentiment, but I just wanted to share with you my card. Again, I cut out the silhouette in a white cardstock. And to be quite honest, I cut it out of 110-pound cardstock. And I wish that I had cut it out of watercolor paper, because I felt like if you see where it's really dark on the edges, I tried to blend that in with the water marker, but water pen, but it wouldn't do as well as when I did cut out this one. This one, see, the blending is better in this one, but this is watercolor paper, and this one was not. So if I had cut it out of watercolor paper, it would have blended nicer. So that's the only thing that I wish I had done differently. But all in all, I still love the way it looks. And it does look like paper piecing. Instead of cutting it out in green, cutting it out in pink, cutting it out in the silver, so I could get the silver outline. And then, of course, the silhouette. It's easier for you to cut out the silhouette in a watercolor paper or 110-pound cardstock if you like the way this looks. And then putting both dies together, the silhouette and the filigree, on your foil or metallic or whatever your outline paper you want it to be. So anyway, this is what I created, and I believe these are all the new toys that I have gotten, and they have all been for Mother's Day, so I'm happy. And Mother's Day's not even here. Maybe they'll forget, and then I'll get another toy. I'm so bad. I know. But this is what I created. I hope that you like it. I hope it inspires you, and this gives you ideas. If you're interested in any of the products that I used, if I can find them, I will link them in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day. Oh, wait, one more. I did cut out that the other piece to this, and I was going to use it, but I didn't like the way it looked together. But this is like the sun, and then the rays. So that's really pretty too as well. And I did use my die to just shade in the blue with one of my blending brushes. And then I just wiped it off, because it's not like stays on or anything. It's just a standard ink pad. Anyway, guys, that's what I created. I hope that you like it. I hope that it inspires you and that it gives you ideas. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day and God bless. Bye.